All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Benjamin Piper. I am here today with singer-songwriter of the electro swing genre, Little Violet. Little Violet, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you.
Good. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. Actually, I would like to say that new remix with Jamie Berry, "Take You Right Back." Man, I just love that. That just hit it right out of the park. That took me back to Guilty Pleasure, which was 4 years ago. Wow.
Oh my gosh, was that actually 4 years ago? Oh my gosh.
If I
Wow.
ever,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
it's
old.
it's oh, don't do not. Let's not start this way. It's only going to be downhill from here. Oh, I'm glad you like it though. Yeah, it's a banger.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, a lot of awesome. This is my friend Cindy. She'll be joining us today, but she's just
Nice.
here to just see you. But yeah, so my first question for you is like, how did you discover electro swing and what drew you to that genre?
Well, I did a jazz degree, so jazz has always been I would call myself a jazz singer. And then I worked with a lot of producers doing like library music. So basically go in the studio, record something for a little advert or whatever.
Yeah.
And this guy, Bob Bradley, who I did Don't Stop and but basically my first EP with on Cuckoo Records, he basically introduced me to the genre and dance music and jazz, and I'm like, yep, that is me all over. So yeah, it kicked off from there, and then I got a full band together. So we were gigging the festivals originally as like a 7 piece or a 9 piece. So it was more of like an acoustic vibe with a little bit of electro, and then it's kind of gone more electro as the years have gone by, especially thanks to COVID.
No
All music.
kidding. I mean, I don't know if you got the chance to hear, but Caravan Palace just released their house remix of kind of like all their electro swing songs. It's I think it's called Dusty House. They
Oh,
just did it like
nice.
yesterday, like 2 days ago. So it was just perfect timing with Take You Right Back, and then this got released, and I'm like, oh, I'm just getting treated
Yeah.
well today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah.
check that out.
No, for sure. It's great. Like I'm not really into house music, but man, they just got some
Good.
great samples in there for sure.
Oh, yes. I can't wait to check that out.
Yeah. But for my next question, so can you like walk us through the songwriting process, like from your initial idea to like your final track? Like how do you go about that usually?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm a storyteller through and through. Sometimes I'll be given a sample or an idea by a producer that's kind of like, can you work off this? But I'll have a listen and then I just go to the piano and basically whatever's inspiring me at that moment. You obviously life is whatever you're going through in life is
Mm.
going to be a little bit of a thread in there somewhere. But I'm an actress as well. I like to play characters. I like to whatever character kind of starts to seep into my mind, the story grows from there. And once I've got the storyline in my head, and I just kind of just let the song write itself almost. And it is that really cliche thing of the best songs write themselves because you just oh, I call it vocal vomit. So it's just like I just let it come out, and if it comes out quite easily and a little bit, sometimes I think I'm really self-explanatory and it's really clear what the songs are about, and then people are like, "No, your lyrics are mad, Cherie. What on earth are you going on about?" So yeah, it's just whatever is inside me at that moment.
Yeah, for sure. Now, do you have like any like inspirations outside of the genre of swing that you particularly draw from?
Um, I don't try and write in a genre. I think it's it's quite debilitating to do that. And I think like I've in the past and definitely when I was electro swing infancy, it was kind of like all the songs had the word swing in, or like they became quite cheesy. So I had to remove myself from that because I wanted the stories of the songs to be the most important thing, and that it was the music and how the arrangements developed from there. That's what became the electro swing, so to speak. But the stories came first. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Now, you've been making music since 2012 and quite a while now. But how would you say your sound has evolved since you first started making that kind of music?
I'd say it's gotten a little darker. And again, probably
Oh.
thanks to COVID. I think, yeah, I think originally, I think songs like Don't Stop were kind of, it's all about the positivity and the drive forward and like being your best self. And that's all great. But I think as a human, as we grow older, we grow more layers and more depth. And I think we become, for me, definitely being my authentic self is something that has come with age. I think we try and be this person. There's a lot of masking. There's a lot of like trying to like, oh, we have to write like this because that's what people expect of us, or that's the storyline. But I think the layers and the depth are the most exciting and interesting things, and they're definitely what draw me to music and people. Sorry, the sun's decided to come out, so I'm blinded. It was literally just chucking it down, by the way. I was like, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to be doing an interview just getting drenched.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, so I think they've gotten a little darker and a little few more layers, but still a lot of life and energy and drive and just all the beautiful things that life comes through music as well.
That's awesome. That's great to hear. That's awesome. Yeah, so as like you've gone through and said you've also performed live multiple times throughout the years. Do you have any like memorable moments from any of your live performance? Anything that like really stands out?
Um, the first one that came to mind was Llama Tree Festival, which is like the south of England in like literally the bottom of England.
Oh.
So it was like an 8 hour journey there, and it was literally the hottest day. So going there, I'd like drunk so much water, but I didn't realize that the water had been like it had a little bit of alcohol rub in it. So basically, I was really, really ill. So I like did sound check, like throwing up when I got to this festival, throwing up, and obviously I just looked like another festival goer. Just I don't know, babe. Sorry, this is my son.
Hello.
Just chucking up, and then just like people are just assuming that I'm just wrecked or whatever. Then going up, doing sound check, throwing up, going on, doing the performance. And when I'm performing the music, I'm just in my own little world. So it doesn't matter what kind of ill I am, absolutely living my best life. And then came off and was very ill again. So that's the first one that came to mind. But basically, I gig for a living. I like whether it's my own stuff, covers, whatever. It's performing is my like happiest place on the planet. But doing it for Little Violet and my own music and my own songs and stories, like nothing beats that. So it doesn't matter whether there's two people in the audience or 10,000. I'm like, I give it every piece of
Yeah.
me.
That's always so much fun. I have so many like friends and family members that are also the same way. No matter who they're in front of, they just give it their all and just try to have a good time with everyone else in the audience for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. There's nothing quite like it.
yeah. It's a lot of fun. Now, I this was a fan question I have, um, but this is hard to think about. If you weren't making music, what else do you see yourself doing today?
If I wasn't making music, writing musicals, is that allowed? Still musical? Uh, if it was nothing to do with music or performance, probably like I used to always say that I wanted to like go and rescue, save all the animals. I'm a big animal lover, so something maybe to do with animals, saving the planet, something like that. If I wasn't allowed to perform, yeah, I don't know what else. I couldn't do a normal job. I couldn't sit and do something that I didn't care about. I have to do something that I care about. And we call it in my circle of friends. If it's not sexy, I ain't doing it.
Yeah. You know, it's always hard to envision not doing something you've been doing for years.
Exactly, and it's part of me as well. Like I'm a singing
Yeah.
teacher as well, so I do a lot of singing teaching. And again, because I'm a performer, I'm really big on like the health of your voice.
Hmm.
And
Absolutely.
if you're gigging and you're wrecking your voice and you're not singing safely, then your career is not going to last very long. So
Yeah.
I'm really really big on vocal health, but really big on singing as yourself as well, so your authentic self. And um, with original music, you tend to be a character or a version of yourself. Like I'm not the same version I am on stage as off stage,
Yeah.
but whoever that character is you embody and you become. And I think that's really nice rather than trying to sound like somebody else or trying to, you know, I don't know, fake it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, speaking of your character, how do like how do I say it? How do like visuals and aesthetics play with your music and branding? Like, do you envision the look of a feel of a song when writing it or performing it?
Yeah, it's a really interesting question. I used to always, when I was writing a song, envision the music video. So I'd see the music video,
Mm.
see what I wanted it to be, and how, yeah, kind of how I would look, and things like that. Um, so yeah, and again, I think it's fun, dark, and quirky. I think those are the three kind of like threads that run through them all, and I think the aesthetic look of it all as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's another question I got for you is, and we kind of talked about it already, but like, what are your biggest like musical inspirations for your songwriting?
As in like other artists, or just
Yeah, just other artists. Like, who do you look for inspiration?
I mean, because I'm a jazzer, I do like the old jazz songs,
Oh,
like
yeah,
Porter, Gershwin, and like Thelonious Monk, who's the pianist. Like their songwriting is still to this day, no, like these songs are nearly 100 years old, and they still just have that magic
yeah,
in them. Hoagie Carmichael is one of my favorite songwriters of all time. Um, and writing a jazz song, writing an electro swing song, pop song, funk song, reggae song, whatever, there's still art, there's still craft in there, and I think there should always be an originality to it. And it's you can fit yourself into a mold, but I tend to write the song and then see where it fits within the pool of music, rather than I have to write an electro swing song or this song or that song. Do you know
Mm.
what I mean? Let
Yeah,
it let it grow itself.
yeah, for sure, absolutely. Speaking of songs, what's your favorite track that you have ever made? What's your favorite, basically?
Out. Oh God, I don't know. I really don't know. Um, I think Code Red is a song that I'll always love singing, because I can literally put myself back into that time of COVID where I literally was we were all going mad, weren't we, inside
Yeah.
our own heads. And I found it so cathartic to write that song. It felt really good to just get it out, get those words out, and get that story out. Made me feel so much better afterwards. So it's probably a song that I don't think I'll ever grow bored of singing, because there's so many layers of the story that still resonate with me.
For sure. Another question I got for like fans and stuff. What's one thing you wish more people understood about your electro swing or creative work behind it? Like, what do you think? What is like one thing you wish people knew more about you?
Ooh, about me personally, or the me
Mm.
or the genre. Oh,
I would say
I
your
don't know.
music. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I guess probably what I've been saying throughout most of the interview, just that it's not trying to. I feel like electro swing. If you're not into electro swing, you can see it as a little box, and if you oh, I don't like that, or that's not my thing, or whatever. I think people can be a little, if they're not in it, they don't really understand it, so it kind of seems like it's all the same, or this or that. So um, I think knowing that the thing that trends through electro swing is that it's fun, and you can dance to it, and you can move to it, and those are the amazing things. Those are the amazing things to do with any style of music that people can love and really latch onto. But then it's also letting each song talk for itself and have its own narrative and body. It's not just, they're not all the same. They've got a different thread, and that to me is what is important about music of any genre. It's going to move over to the trees.
Move it over.
So yeah, and
Yeah.
I guess me, I don't really know. I don't know about me. Probably that uh I think everybody should be allowed to be creative. I think again, art is subjective. So writing a song that some people might not like, or some might, or you're not like, I don't like to just think that I'm writing a song that has to please everybody. I used to be a people pleaser,
Mhm.
just in on a day-to-day life, and I think that is something artists can fall into the trap of. But I find that really disheartening when it's kind of like, oh, it's just got to be, we've got to, write a song that has to have mean this. And I've done a lot of library music that has to have a brief, and I get that. There's definitely a place for that. But when you're trying to be true and creative, I think you have to put that to one side first of all, and then see how you can find it back down that route. If that
Yeah.
makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes
Probably.
some sense. Yeah, for sure. It's really nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So, kind of wrapping up my last few questions here. Just I always ask this one for everyone. If there was anyone you could collaborate with, who would it be?
Well, out of the Electro Swing world, I'm a huge Stevie Wonder fan. So,
Hmm? Yeah.
if a collaboration with Stevie Wonder, yes, please.
All right, I'll
That
work
would be
on that.
incredible. And yeah, and I think, Caravan Palace are, they are the pioneers of Electro Swing.
Yeah,
So just, I mean, like, I really want to hear this new release.
yeah.
Even if it's our old stuff with the new vibe, because
Mhm.
again, it's such a huge part of everybody's journey, I think, into Electro
Yeah.
Swing. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. So, my last question for you today is what fans can expect next? Any upcoming releases, videos, or live shows?
Absolutely. So my really good friend Jamie Berry is the guy that
Yeah.
I've been working. We've probably got about 4 or 5 tracks that we've been working on together, two that are pretty much ready to be released. I've got another little secret little number that is part of the French Freshly 20 years, which was a really, really lovely thing to do. Something very different to the stuff that's been released so far from Little Violet. So yeah, again, that's really nice. And I'm always writing for Little Violet. It's just
Yeah.
the case of our the music getting finished and polished and all that is that's it's a different kettle of fish. My stories and my songs are constantly churning. But yeah, the Electro Swing collaboration with Jamie Berry and the Freshly Squeezed EP,
Yeah.
they're imminent. So yeah,
Yeah.
next couple of months, which is
Oh,
exciting.
okay. Okay. I'm very excited. Well, Lil Violet, I can't thank you enough for being here today, even though you're very busy today, but I'm just so grateful you're here today. I'll send you that new album track from Caravan Palace.
Oh yeah,
So you can check that out when you have some free time today. But
perfect,
yeah, just thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
amazing. Thank you so much. You take
All
care and
right.
enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, see ya. Have a good
Bye.
one. Bye.
You too. Bye.